Majelis Ulama Indonesia about the ethics of dakwah in the digital age. In abstract has many of kinds. There are such as purpose, method, results, implication, and originality. And now I will tell you all about the first. And the first is purpose. And purpose meaning is tujuan. In the purpose, the rampant dakwah content in social media that triggers social and national disintegration is a problem and a big task for the government and Muslims in Indonesia to prevent it. And then in this text, in the government and Muslim Indonesia, there are can for preventing it, because this is the one of the big problem in Indonesia. Next, the study seeks to identify the values of moderation in the fatwa of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia of East Java, Province number 6 of 2022 concerning dakwah ethics in the digital era. And then from this journal will give or explain to us about the values of moderation in the fatwa of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia about the dakwah in the digital era. Okay, now I will tell to you about the second. The second is the method. Methods, the meaning is cara atau metode-metode. Dan di dalam cara ini that tell about this qualitative study uses a philosophical normative approach. The study's primary data uses the fatwa document of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia East Java Province number 6 of 2022 concerning dakwah ethics in the digital era. Indicators of religious moderation conceptualized by the Ministry of Religious Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia as the primary analysis theory. Jadi di dalam metode-metode ini menjelaskan bahwasannya dalam penelitian kualitatif ini menggunakan pendekatan filosofis normatif, and the studies primary data used the fatwa of Majelis Ulama Indonesia of the dakwah ethics in the digital era, and the religious moderation now was become the first primary analysis theory. Okay, and the next, the documentation technique used in the collecting data in this study and the data analysis technique used for data reduction, presentation, or verification. In this text that tell to us about in the documentation technique, we can looking for the studies analysis used data reduction, presentation, or verification. And thirdly is result. Result, the meaning is hasil. In the result, this study concludes that there is the dimension of religious moderation in the fatwa of Majelis Ulama of East Java Province number 6 of 2022 concerning dakwah ethics in the digital era. Among others, the value of anti-radicalism in the prohibition of the delivery of provocative dakwah content, the value of tolerance in the recommendation of delivering pluralist dakwah content, the value of national commitment in the recommendation of delivering dakwah content that leads to compliance with the country's constitution. Dakwah, the accommodating value of local wisdom in the recommendation of delivering dakwah content that maintains public conducive. In the result, from this study, we can conclude that the religious moderation in the fatwa of Majelis Ulama Indonesia that concerning about dakwah ethics in the digital era. Among other, antara lain contohnya yang pertama seperti anti radikalisme, yang mana dalam penyampaian konten-konten dakwah dakwah kita tidak boleh menyampaikan secara provokatif. Dan yang kedua itu ada saling toleransi, yang mana kita harus menyampaikan konten-konten dakwah terhadap audiens dengan cara saling toleransi sesama yang lain. Dan yang ketiga itu kita harus penyampaian dakwah kepada audiens harus bisa menyampaikan konten-konten dakwah dengan cara yang baik, sehingga bisa membuat diri mereka itu tetap menjaga konstitutif negara. Dan yang terakhir ada akomodatif nilai secara lokal, yang mana dengan penyampaian dakwah secara akomodatif ini bisa tetap menjaga dalam kondusivitas secara publik. Okay, and the fourth is implication. Implication, the meaning is implikasi. In this implication, this study shows that mainstreaming religious moderation in Indonesia can be internalized in religious social fatwas. And then, from this implication, we can know if the religious moderation that can be the internalized of religious social fatwa. Okay, and the last is originality. Originality, the meaning is originalitas. In the originality, this study shows that the four indicators of religious moderation in Indonesia: tolerance, anti-radicalism, national commitment, and accommodating to local wisdom, can be internalized in the digital media speech code of ethics for dakwah activities. And then in this originality, that we can know if there are four in religious moderation. Antara lain, yang pertama ada toleransi, yang kedua ada anti-radikalisme, yang ketiga ada komitmen kebangsaan, dan yang terakhir ada akomodatif secara lokal. From that, the religious moderation can be internalized in the digital media of ethics for dakwah activities. Okay, now we are enough from abstract, and now we are going to introduction. Okay, now we are going to introduction. From the first introduction, the presence of digital-based social media online is widely used in Islamic dakwah activities. Priandana et al. 2020. Even dakwah activities through social media have become a global phenomenon, including those in Indonesia. Ali et al. 2021. Dengan datangnya media sosial, kini membuat konten-konten dakwah banyak yang menggunakan media sosial, maupun itu yang berbasis digital ataupun yang lainnya. Dan sekarang bahkan aktivitas dakwah pun banyak yang menggunakan media sosial berbasis digital ataupun bangsa yang lainnya, dan sekarang sudah menjadi fenomena global termasuk di Indonesia sendiri. Okay, and the next, however, social media can also have positive or negative implication for dakwah activities in Indonesia. Aqualia 2020. Only a little was found. Dakwah content on social media tends to have various ideological motives. Husaini and Islami 2022, based on a study by Erwin Yusuf Thalib. They have explained that two frequent factors trigger polemic in dakwah on social media. First, dakwah material is polluted by a pragmatic orientation. Second, the profile of the preacher is incompetent from a scientific aspect, so it has implication for dakwah content and triggers various social conflict. Taib 2019. From this text that tell us if there is positive and negative implication for dakwah activities in Indonesia. And Erwin Yusuf Thalib said that two factors in negative implication for dakwah activities in Indonesia. For the first, yang pertama itu ada konten dakwah yang tercemar dengan orientasi pragmatis, dan yang kedua itu ada profil khotib yang tidak kompeten terhadap aspek keilmuan sehingga menimbulkan masalah atau konflik-konflik terhadap konten dakwah itu sendiri. Okay, and the next, as mentioned above, various responses to dakwah problems in social media exist. Provinsial Majelis Ulama Indonesia Java as 2022 established Fatwa number 6 of 2022 about ethics propaganda in the digital age. Maka dari teks-teks di atas, from text above that explain, menjelaskan bahwasannya juga banyak respon-respon terhadap permasalahan konten-konten dakwah di sosial media, itu juga termasuk yang beragam. Oleh karena itu, Majelis Ulama Indonesia pada tahun 2022 itu menetapkan fatwa nomor 6 tahun 2022 about ethics of dakwah in the digital era. Okay, and the next text, the fatwa is extended as a code of ethics for Indonesian preachers to convey the content of preaching in a manner within the digital space. Under fatwa, several provisions of law become the code of ethics of preachers in the digital space, including the content of dakwah in the digital space must uphold the proper attitude of tolerance, prevent all forms of violence, and maintain unity as a state. Fatwa of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia of East Java Province number 6 of 2022 concerning the ethics of dakwah in the digital era 2022. Dari teks ini, from this text that tell us about, menjelaskan kita bahwasannya ditetapkannya fatwa ini digunakan sebagai kode etik agar para pendakwah itu bisa menyampaikan konten-konten dakwah dengan cara bijak di era digital ini. Dan ternyata dalam fatwa itu juga terdapat ketentuan-ketentuan hukum tersendiri. Seperti yang pertama, para pendakwah harus bisa menyampaikan konten-konten dakwah mereka itu secara toleransi. Dan yang kedua, tidak memberi kekerasan, dan yang ketiga bisa menjaga persatuan dan kesatuan bangsa. Ini sudah ditetapkan dalam negara di Majelis Ulama Indonesia nomor 6 tahun 2022 about ethics of dakwah in the digital era. Okay, and the next, if you look closely, various dakwah codes of ethics above show that the Majelis Ulama Indonesia East Java Province through its fatwa authority put its effort to emphasize research to convey moderate dakwah content in the digital space. From this text that show us, menjelaskan, if in the code of ethics above show that the Majelis Ulama Indonesia order to dialog research to convey moderate dakwah content in digital space. This emphasizes parallel mainstreaming religious moderation promoted by the Ministry of Religion of the Republic of Indonesia, Ministry of Religion 2019. In this context, the initial argument built by this study states that there is a dimension of religious moderation in the fatwa of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia East Java Province regarding the ethics of preaching in the digital era. Penekanan ini juga sudah tercantum di bermoderasi agama yang mana juga ditekankan oleh Kemenak. Dalam konteks ini, from this context, the first argument from the analysis studies, we can know if dimension of religious moderation in the fatwa of Majelis Ulama Indonesia that is about concerning in the dakwah from the digital era. Okay, and the next text, based on the background above, this qualitative study is oriented to identify the value of moderation deep inside the Fatwa of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia, Java Province number 6 of 2022, concerning the ethics of dakwah in the digital age. There are previous studies that are correlative to the subject matter of this study, including studies by Abdul Aziz Harahap and Muhammad Ali Yunus, which conclude that there are Pancasila values in the missionary orientation of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia, Harahap and Yunus 2021. From this text, dari teks ini menjelaskan bahwasannya pada penelitian-penelitian kualitatif kita bisa mengetahui atau melatar belakangi bahwasannya di dalamnya itu juga terdapat nilai beragama, sehingga itu termasuk dalam Fatwa Majelis Ulama Indonesia. Dan ternyata itu juga ada yang melakukan penelitian-penelitian yang mana salah satunya itu dalam penelitian terdapat yang tercantum dalam nilai-nilai Pancasila, sehingga itu juga termasuk dalam dakwah Majelis Ulama Indonesia. Furthermore, a study by Husaini and Athaillah Islami states that religious moderation is valued in the dakwah orientation of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia, Husaini and Islami 2022. From this text that tell us about, menjelaskan bahwasannya from the Husaini and Athaillah Islami, dari Husaini and Athaillah Islami said, berkata bahwasannya moderasi beragama itu juga dihargai dalam orientasi dakwah Majelis Ulama Indonesia nomor 6 tahun 2022. Furthermore, Abdul Aziz Harahap and Setiawan Alfandri in their study conclude that there is a prophetic social dimension of Islam in the dakwah orientation of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia, Harahap and Setiawan 2022. From this text, dari teks ini tell us about, menjelaskan kita bahwasannya from the Abdul Aziz Harahap and Setiawan Alfandri, dari Abdul Aziz Harahap dan Setiawan Alfandri said, menyatakan bahwasannya sosial prophetic Islam itu juga termasuk dalam orientasi dakwah Majelis Ulama Indonesia nomor 6 tahun 2022. Text studies by Agus Fatuh Widoyo and Athaillah Islami also reveal a dimension of Maqasid Syariah values contained in the formulation of the dakwah orientation of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia, Widoyo and Islami 2022. From this text, tell us about if from Widoyo and Athaillah said that the Maqasidah Syariah also include to the dakwah orientation of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia number 6 2022. Bahasanya menjelaskan Maqasidah Syariah itu juga termasuk dalam orientasi dakwah Majelis Ulama Indonesia nomor 6 tahun 2022. Okay, and the next text. Next, a study by Umdatul Hasanah and Nur Asia Tawang also states that the distinction of authority, the interest, ideology, and market of dakwah have an impact on the formation of different views and meanings in the discourse of research certification in Indonesia, Hasanah and Tawang 2022. From this text, dalam teks ini menjelaskan bahwasannya Hasanah dan Tawang itu juga menyebutkan perbedaan kewenangan, kepentingan, ideologi, dan pasar dakwah itu juga berdampak dalam perbedaan pendapat. Nah, semua itu juga termasuk dalam orientasi dakwah Majelis Ulama Indonesia nomor 6 tahun 2022. Okay, the next text. The distinctive aspect and novelty of this study from the variety of previous studies above are that the focus of this study is to identify the existence of the dimensions of the value of religious moderation in the fatwa of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia is Java Province regarding the ethics of dakwah in the digital space. Okay, from this text, we can know kekhasan dan kebaruan from the analysis before until now. We can get the focus of studies analysis until that include to the religious moderation in the Fatwa of Majelis Ulama Indonesia number 6 2022 about dakwah in the digital space. Okay, and the next text. This more specifically examines the dimension of religious moderation in the fatwa of the Majelis Ulama Indonesia regarding ethics in conveying dakwah content in the digital space. This study is urgently carried out amidst the rampant content of dakwah material in the digital space, which is counterproductive to the mission of Islamic dakwah teaching itself. Ini lebih khusus mengkaji tentang kajian keagamaan dalam Fatwa Majelis Ulama Indonesia nomor 6 tahun 2022 tentang etika penyampaian konten-konten dakwah berbasis digital. Kenapa kajian keagamaan ini dibutuhkan? Karena untuk mendesak maraknya konten-konten dakwah berbasis digital yang mana kontraproduktif terhadap misi ajaran dakwah Islam itu sendiri. Seperti itu ya. Terima kasih. Okay, maybe enough here from me. If I have mistake, I hope to you to pardon me.